the steps taken by Atlanta city officials after the previous violence. Grosse Ile resident arrested in Atlanta riot. A Grosse Ile resident was among 6 people arrested in Atlanta on Saturday night following riots and faces multiple charges including domestic terrorism, according to police.Emily Murphy, 37, of Grosse Ile is facing felony charges including criminal damage in the 2nd degree, arson in the 1st degree, interference with government property, domestic terrorism, and misdemeanors including pedestrian and roadway, willful obstruct, rioting and unlawful assembly. She allegedly was among others at what started as a peaceful protest at underground Atlanta on Saturday evening that turned violent when marchers headed downtown. A police car was set afire and business windows were broken. The arrests come as Georgia's most prominent political leaders condemned the violence. Backed by a sweeping re-election victory, Republican Gov. Brian Kemp has proposed new measures to target gang violence and limit no cash bail. Kemp, too, has not shied away from labeling the activists as terrorists and demanding they be brought to swift justice. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reported violence and unlawful destruction of property are not acts of protest, Kemp said late Saturday. They are crimes that will not be tolerated in Georgia and will be prosecuted fully. Earlier in the night, Atlanta police told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that a group of people were damaging property at several locations along Peachtree Street. At the news conference, Shearbomb said no one was injured, and that 3 buildings and 1 police car were damaged. It doesn't take a rocket scientist or an attorney to tell you that breaking windows and setting fires is not protests. That is terrorism, Shearbomb said. And they will be charged accordingly. Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens thanked public safety officials for working together to restore order in a swift manner. He said at the news conference that authorities confiscated explosives from some of the arrested demonstrators. The city of Atlanta and the Atlanta Police Department will not tolerate this, and we continue to protect the right to peacefully protest. We will not tolerate violence or property destruction, Dickens said. My message is simple to those who seek to continue this type of criminal behavior: we will find you and we will arrest you and you will be held accountable. The property damage in downtown Atlanta occurred about an hour after dozens of protesters filled a portion of an underground Atlanta plaza to protest against the city's plans to build a training center for police and firefighters within several acres of forested land in DeKalb County. One of the buildings damaged was the Atlanta Police Foundation, which had its glass doors smashed open with rocks.